Bones Beyond Time. A Mage the Ascension campaign. Ari. A-Red. Shay. Diesel. Walter. Galewind. Bones Beyond Time.
2, 3. Hello, I am Kara858, and today we're bringing you Season 2, Episode 5 of Bones Beyond Time, our Mage the Ascension campaign. As always, we want to give a huge thank you to the love and support we received for this campaign, especially with the Vamley community. We're excited to be back and tell this wonderful story. So let's introduce our cast, explain who they are, who they're playing, and any projects they're working on. And we'll start first, of course. Welcome back, Sharif. Sharif, you'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hey everybody, I'm Sharif He Him, playing Galewind True, also He Him, of the Celestial Chorus represent. And you can catch me on Rivals of Waterdeep on Sundays at twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep or on YouTube audio podcast. And through late February and March on Court of the Raven Queen, like Idle Champions actual play on twitch.tv/CNE Games on the Codename Games Twitch. Very fun. B Dave is definitely trying to kill us at every turn.
That sounds about right.
Yes,
sounds about right.
I was just about to say that.
So I have an extra character ready to go because he's not playing. It's a level 17 game.
See, the worst part is when he's not the one actively killing you. He's just making sure everybody else in your party is.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't feel bad. You know, I think didn't your character in a previous campaign like drop like 4 times? I think it was, right?
I was in death saves within 15 minutes of us starting the game.
Yes.
because he unleashed 4 dragons on us.
Holy Jesus.
All breathing breaths at the same time. It was ludicrous.
Yep.
So I'm excited.
Dave has no chill.
No chill. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. You best believe I'm following that. Next, of course, we have our wonderful ST Reed. Reed, would like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hello everyone, I am at Big Dude Ree on all of the socials. Tonight I will be playing the wonderful supporting cast for these wonderful and amazing people here with me. Though you can find me at other places, including here playing a few different characters. I play Ardris over Rivenwood. I play Lords of Faerun, which I think will be over by the time you see this actually, or at least the first season, and then a few other things, including stuff over at the Bear Pen, so you should check my socials to see everything I'm doing. And apparently I have to set my game up because I haven't killed enough people yet, so we'll see how that goes.
No. Okay.
The lesson we wanted you to take from that.
Exactly. I was just like, out of all the things we mentioned, that's what you took from that story. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well, hopefully to hurry up and change subject before he forgets this idea, let's switch over to Markia. Markia, you'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hey, I'm Markia McCarty. I'm a host, producer, voiceover actor, and I also love doing TTRPGs for a number of channels, including this one. So yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty. That's MARKEIA MCCARTY. TikTok and Twitch, I'm Darth Markia. Facebook is Markia TV. So here I am playing Xandria Luna. And they, just like I am, and with them, she is part of a very internationally known, like let's say K-pop-esque group. You know, Moon Crew. That's what it's all about with like Xandria Luna. Very much everything that you would think of, like she's got a lot of growth to do. We'll just say that. There's a lot of growth that needs to happen there. But otherwise than that, for other projects that I am up to, she has a big heart. Other projects that I'm up to, Yeah, the conclusion, because this for when this comes out, yeah, the conclusion of season 2, Outbreak Undead: United States of the Dead, which is playing on Hyper RPG, will be happening this Tuesday night, March 15th. And with that, that is a heck of a journey. The zombie apocalypse happened in 1995, but the year is 2022. So keeping that in mind, is a band of survivalists, and each of us ends up in different factions, and we're all just trying to do our best. That's all that we're trying to do. There's a lot going on there, and with our epilogue one, we're going to have like a little specialty thing that happens with that. So even if you haven't seen the season, it is well worth tuning in to see what exactly we're going to be doing that night. So yeah, check that out.
Fantastic. Next, we have the lovable Aki. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Aki. I'm playing Diesel Coombs, also part of the Celestial Chorus. Represent. It's great. Celestial Chorus team rolls deep in this game. And I mean, considering who we're protecting, I think it's appropriate. Both of our pronouns are they, them. As for projects I'm working on, you can catch me on Sundays at 4:00 p.m. over at Saving Throw Show, where I'm in New Pantheon Academia. I have a few other things that are in the works right now that I can't announce yet. I have no idea when they're going to start or whether they will have started by the time this airs, but hopefully I will have more things to announce and share with all of you when those things are happening.
Perfect. And next, of course, we have one of our other new cast members, Paige. You'd like to talk about yourself, who you're playing, and projects you're working on.
Hello, everyone. I am Paige James, and I am working on graduating school. That's really where most of my energy is going towards. I play Talos Kai. He's a nomadic doctor, and he's a bit of a shy person, not the bravest, but he has a good heart, and he just wants to help anybody, really, as many people as he can, and animals, mostly animals, but, you know, where he's needed, he'll go.
Perfect. I feel like them and Ari will get along quite well. Speaking of that, I am Kara858, also go by they, them, as well as my character Ari, who is the lovable sweet bean who just realized that their mother is alive and in full effect. So with that said, there's of course we'll be working on a couple of things. You take a look at our Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs. You'll be able to follow all of our content, including what Lords of Fame Room has mentioned will be finished right now. But we also have a new series that debuted called Reclamation. If you like Game of Thrones with a little bit of civilization, you're gonna love this new campaign that's coming out. We also got 2 new campaigns that will be coming out in the near future. So all that content, you can keep an eye out on our Twitter at the Cookout TTRPGs for not just TTRPG goodness, but Die Hard Dice giveaways and more. And so with that, of course, I'm also happy to say that Boss Beyond Time has a Patreon. You can find the link to our Patreon in the description section below. All proceeds go directly to the cast, and Patreon members get exclusive content like Patreon Discord channels, after shows, and bonus episodes. Speaking of bonus episodes, we have an entire prequel arc exclusively for Patreon, so you don't want to miss out how these mages came to be. So with that said, it's about time we transition over to our wonderful ST, Reed. Reed, take it away.
All right, so before we get back into our story, as a reminder, we are playing in the world of darkness where sometimes unpleasant and unhappy things happen. However, we are not our characters, and we are all super sweet and super kind people. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind that if something does happen that makes you uncomfortable, please feel free to skip ahead, fast forward, or take a break, or do whatever it is you need to do. I've spoken with multiple members of the cast over what makes them comfortable, and we have taken precautions to make sure that everyone here gets to have a fun, happy gaming experience, and we care the most about your personal health, so please take care of yourself. And now that that is out of the way, we are going to rejoin our cabal of mages after a grueling 6-hour ritual has just concluded. And before the full effect, the full weight of the reality changing has faded from the room, the woman that you all have been working on, who looks very similar to Ari at the moment, though she seems to be much, much older. You can kind of see her appearance almost looks like it's shallow, and she looks a mixture of exhausted and pained, where she does slowly open her eyes and move herself to a sitting position before looking at all of you. Where am I?
Ari kind of looks at their mother and then looks around and then hides behind Iron. Like right by her leg, and just peeks out the corner of their leg and says, our place.
Do you remember anything about where you were before this or where you've been?
She looks around hesitantly at you all before giving Ari a soft but pained smile. Bits and pieces.
Well,
Do you have any water?
yeah, I can go grab that. Keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Do you want to come with me, Ari? Okay, let's go get her a glass of water.
Okay. And they kind of like grab Diesel's hand and kind of like give one over the shoulder glance at their mother before quickly turning their head forward and kind of like keep eyes straight. Very, very, very nervous at the circumstance at hand.
Diesel kind of nods to like Talos and Xandria on their way out. It's just like, I'm leaving you in a slightly awkward position because you have no idea what's going on, but we will be right back, kind of thing.
Wait, is Gelwin here as well?
I would say yes. If you want for Galen to be there, then he could be there.
Maybe we pass Gailwyn in the hallway on our way out.
Yeah, I could do like an awkward walk-in. Like,
Gailwyn, you're awake. Wonderful. We have a bit of a situation in there. We managed to find Ari and Iron's mother, and where we had some help from we had some help from some new mages who just showed up. They woke her up, and she's a bit confused and might need you know a little bit more about the situation than our new friends do. So if you
I'll get my medical bag and see what I can do. But that is, and also I wasn't. You said I'm awake as if I was overslept, like I was.
You've been out of it for a little while.
But it's an adventurer thing. It's not really I don't know. I just feel a little hauled out, I should say. But
you want me to grab you a cup of water too?
If you can make me a tea, possibly.
Oh, definitely. The longer that we can like kind of delay this awkwardness, the better.
Do you want chocolate in it?
In
chocolate
tea?
in your tea.
That is, actually, you know what? I'll try it.
Okay.
Try it. Why not?
We're not putting chocolate in your water. You're just gonna get just chocolate and a cup of water to give your mom. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool. Great. Thanks, Galen. We'll be back in a bit.
Yeah. So I go and grab my my like medical bag, and as I walk in, do I see like does the mom look distressed or just tired, exhausted? Like what sense do I get?
To you, just kind of looking at her, she seems to be, you guess she's probably in her maybe late 30s, early 40s, but she looks almost 10 years older than that. Like she kind of has bags under her eyes, and she's sitting up, but she seems to be utterly exhausted.
Okay. And I haven't met Xandria and Talos yet, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So I yeah, so I kind of go and I like kind of give a little nod to them and say, "Ill and true at your service."
Nice to meet you. I am Talos Kai.
Sandra Luna, Moon Crew.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to ask her, but I just need to say this out loud. Do you think purgatory is like a waiting room? Like, if we ask her, we're like, hey, so what was it like in there? I mean, is it like you're on a tube, you know, like they do in like London, and you see the world like passing by, but you're still just sitting there, and it's like that? Or is it like quicksand and it's like molasses and you can't get out of it? And I'm just really curious, but I also, you know, more than once the rest of my band told me that I take liberties with people's personal experiences, and I'm trying to work on that.
I prefer to think of purgatory as the vast emptiness and nothingness. Your soul feels wrenched from your body as you look and see nothing, you hear nothing, you smell nothing, you are nothing. Anyway, how are you feeling? And I turn after I give that explanation to Xandria.
She has visibly become paler, and she kind of looks at all of you, both confused, afraid, and unsure at the same time. She's like, Was I dead?
I don't know, were you?
I don't think so.
Did you play any musical instruments while you were there? Like usually it's a harp or a harpsichord. Sometimes it's a lute. Paintings have lutes.
No.
Can I scan her light force and see if they're okay?
Was Prince there?
No.
Fair question.
Sure, tell us. Roll your Arte. The difficulty will be 4.
Oh, we couldn't hear you.
2 successes. Is the mic low?
It's okay now.
It's clear now.
You're pretty quiet for me, but I might just not be.
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
The Shure, that's the one downside about the Shure is literally, as you can see, I'm like 2 fingers away from it, and that's because it's really sensitive. Like the minute I go to the side, it doesn't pick up that well. So that's the only downside about it. You have to be like almost like kissing range to talk into it.
The ASMR range.
There we go. That FM 98 WJLB Jam Strong Song type, range.
No, we're not. It's not this kind of
Speak
stream.
louder.
But you, Talos, you can see kind of the light and the general idea of how she's doing, and overall she's healthy. She just seems to be exhausted. But you aren't seeing any kind of problems besides, probably water and sleep.
Okay.
Well, I will kind of start to open my bag and say, do you require any, I have a variety of medicines. If you're in pain, I have some things to help you with pain. If you have any kind of injuries, anything perhaps we could wrap or anything like that. Is there anything I can help you with?
I think I'll deal with it, I would prefer not to take anything. Having a clear mind is preferred right now.
Do you remember who you are and where you are?
You remember your daddy, and what does he do?
What?
See, this one time I kind of knocked myself out. I I was doing something stupid. I took off the harness on a roller coaster. In any case, I survived, but I did knock my head, and the rest of my group like helped me come back around by helping me with like popular cultural references, and it helped me find my way back. So that was from Kindergarten Cop. It's a movie. I guess it doesn't work in this scenario though.
And she kind of looks at the rest of you for a moment, and you get the feeling that she's clearly confused, but also
I feel
trying
like this
not
is
to
like
be
a
like
great
rude.
time for Diesel to come back.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I need your name, your number, your social security number.
I know I'm in Cleveland. At least I think so. I'm not sure where this place is.
Unfortunately, you are in Cleveland. You nailed it.
Hey,
Poor Reed. Regardless of where you are, I think the important thing is that we need to protect your child at all costs.
Yeah. How do you know them?
You're all brought here together for a mission. I was assigned here by the chorus, and we know that there are people after Ari.
I'm sorry. The what?
The Celestial Chorus. Are you not familiar with the tradition?
You mean the crazy people that are hurting people?
It's a
with them.
stereotype. That's a stereotype. There are some, yes, but that's true of every tradition. But,
Right.
but did you hide Ari here? Did you?
No. They left home, and me and their father wanted to find them, but we couldn't. And there was some people from the government who said that they were in trouble, and there were terrible people working with them or using them, and that the only way we could find them if we were stronger or better equipped. So we went with them. They showed us how to defend ourselves, and we helped some people, I think, and then and she visibly begins to kind of look more confused.
Oh, wow.
We
Let me see if I have. I wish I had some mind, but I don't believe I do.
Oh, mind? I've got mind. Got one in
Yeah,
mind.
I have 0 dots in mind. But yeah, that might be pretty useful here, but I don't think anyone here has it.
I have 3 in time.
I mean,
Does Gailwood
Yeah.
have time?
yes,
I knew it.
do.
Everyone has time except
'Cause it
for.
sounds so cool.
Right?
It sounds so cool. Like when you read it, it's like, how am I gonna not do that?
Yeah, I had no idea what it's for. I was just like, yes, at the time.
Doink.
Yeah, but no, mine would be great here. Sense thoughts, read surface thoughts. But we don't have it. That's cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna, as I said, I'm just kind of just gathering information, and I'm like, so if you're aware of their true nature, do you share the? And like he kind of makes a wing, like like a kind of a wing motion. Are you also?
Am I what?
Hi.
Yeah, I think Diesel kind of looks at Galewind and just kind of like,
Wait, are we back?
No, are we back? I don't know. I think you and I need to have a conversation first before we come back.
Mhm.
Yeah. But if Diesel's spidey sense tingling from the kitchen, I'll say that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just sorry. It's just a thing that some of the kids do. Sorry, I didn't.
No, they don't.
Well,
I know all the trends. They don't. I don't know that.
As
No.
you age, you think you know the trends until someone tells you that you're not hip anymore.
No, I'm very hip.
I went through that a few times.
Okay.
A few
No,
generations.
I'm not there. Yeah, I'm just telling you that's not what any kids do. None. And sometimes I look at vintage trends, like high water jeans, and they even don't. Elder millennials don't even do that.
Well,
It seemed like you were trying to say something specific, and then you were trying to cover it up.
I'll not stand for these accusations. Who do you think you are?
Is that an accusation? I guess so. I was just stating facts.
Gelwin looks around and he kind of says, I'll assume that you are here because you are trusted by people I trust, by Diesel. So I will. It might take a little while for us to gel, and that's okay. But I've seen a lot, and let's just try to not attack each other.
I wasn't attacking you. I literally was just stating facts. You're hiding something. It's fine. You can have secrets. Everyone has secrets. I don't have many secrets, I'll be honest. I just kind of blab what's in my head. But, teach their own.
Are you sure you want to talk about this in front of me? It seems like a personal conversation.
They're talking about trends, ma'am. It's a pretty public knowledge, really. But I would love to know where does your memory end exactly?
We were gonna be bodyguards, I think, or continue our training under someone.
This training, where was it exactly?
And you see, she attempts to answer, but as she goes to do so, no sound comes out.
Wait, like her mouth is moving? Like she's talking, but no sound is coming out? Oh, wow. I guess I want to do the equivalent of a Arcana check, and I'm looking at my stuff. Yeah, can I roll on like perception or something to see if I can pick up any kind of thing that's happening?
You can.
Or
You
no?
can try an intelligence occult roll. I'll let you try one
Okay.
of those.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll do intelligence and occult.
All the dots in intelligence and occult?
Difficulty 7. Yep, both
Okay.
together.
Yep. Intelligence, occult,
6, 7.
and difficulty 7. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use...
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
5 successes. Wow. That is incredible.
Wait,
Wow,
do
I got
you have 4
5,
dots?
8, 9, 10, 10, 10.
Do you have 4 dots in intelligence?
Who
I have, hold on. Let me go back to my thing here.
That is an impressive roll, but
I have 3 dots in intelligence
Oh.
and 3 dots in occult.
So close. If you had 4 dots in intelligence, those 3 10s would have been 2 successes instead of 1.
did you roll as well? Okay. Oh, wait, you're muted.
Mhm.
really?
Oh, there you go. Now you're back.
Yeah, now you can speak.
That was odd.
You're either muted or it wasn't picking you up.
So,
Did you
so
say
like that.
difficulty 7?
Yes.
Okay, so then I have 3 successes. Oh, 4 successes. My bad. That's a 7 right there. And then
Okay.
I need to roll. We'll have to roll one more time, and then 1 more success. So 5 successes as well.
Okay. The two of you are aware of generally that there are some people who are able to put magic that would impede or make it difficult for other people to communicate certain information. So I would say, actually, for both of you, since you've been around for a decent amount of time, you are aware that there are people who would hide, whether it's their names, locations, things like that. It's a relatively common thing amongst more experienced, enlightened, or awakened people.
Would we know how to unbind that magic?
You would, due to your knowledge of the order, but you'd also be aware that you can't do it. You would know that you are not capable enough to do it.
Well, that makes me depressed.
But,
Clearly something afoot. Just don't
Is
know
it-
how to deal with it.
Do you think you could perhaps write it, or maybe show us pictures of what you remember?
Or sign it.
Things, or sign it if you can.
oh, okay, sure, okay. She does not have pens or pencils or paper.
I would like to
Really?
just look around for that.
Sure,
yeah, there's gotta
I will
be,
say someone would have gone to a store and if you wish to give it to her, you could give it to her.
Yeah, I would like to. Do that.
And you see her begin to write, and as she's writing, the letters don't seem to make any sense. It's like it almost seems completely random. She's writing, though to her it seems like she is writing or at least explaining what she was doing. She hands it and just kind of hands it in front of her, and whoever's going to take it.
Is it that the
Okay.
letters are random, or is it like glyphs, or kind of like, is it like?
It
Doesn't look
looks
like
as if
the-
someone just randomly wrote letters on a sheet of paper.
Okay, all right,
Mhm.
but like they are English letters. They're just like in random there. Okay, all right.
Seems like some powerful magic.
Well, we'll have to keep this one. The good news is that we know that this is important. We can eventually get this information somehow, but we'll have to file this one away.
Do you know how you got the invitation to learn how to defend yourself?
Well, my husband and I, we went to we were talking to a pastor, and we wanted to get the church to pray for us, but
You know what
he
church?
said he knew some people. It's the one, well, I don't know where we are, but the Early Faith Church. It's rather,
Faith Church.
And that's the last place that you remember being before the pastor recommending you go somewhere else?
no, we've met other places. So I think we went to a government office once, and one of those, I don't know, martial arts places. I don't know that it's in the movies.
And this was all before your memory was lost.
Yes.
Okay.
What was the very last thing that you remember?
We're being told to guard someone, and they were giving us our new equipment, I think.
And
Where? Like, what did the room look like that you were in where this is happening?
And she stops for a moment to kind of think about it. I think this is a good moment to take a look and see what our other two players are up to. So as Diesel and Ari are making their way up towards the kitchen, as you enter, you see two familiar figures standing there, both kind of taking off their not quite wintry coats, but they're those kind of in between winter and spring coats that are just a little bit thinner. And you see Angela's kind of long and curly hair still kind of wet from a little bit of frost, and they both seem to be eating what looks to be like some sort of veggie chips or something. And they both kind of turn towards you. Angela begins to wipe her fingers off. Oh, I was wondering where you all were. Why is there so much chocolate here?
Well, I needed it. It was stressful.
A little bit of emotional eating happening on Ari's part. They might be a little bit young for such a habit, but in any case, we have some news.
Mom's here.
We discovered that one of the potential mayor's bodyguards was Ari and Iron's mother, is Ari and Iron's mother. We took her into our care. She was unconscious. And then the Order of Hermes sent over a couple of people to help us. And they woke her up. She's awake. She is with them. And Galen is finally back up to full function, apparently. And that's what she missed.
Oh, all right. Well, that is something. Okay.
Quite a lot of something.
I don't know what to do, cause so when Iron said bad things about Mom, I don't remember her much because the only thing I remember is being around Iron. But Iron said that Mom and Dad left us. And so we shouldn't talk to them or try to find them, because if they wanted to see us, they would come find us. And so now that she's here, I don't really know what to do, because I know how Iron feels about Mom, and I don't want to betray her.
Well, that is a difficult set of emotions. But Iron is a very, very smart young woman, but she can be, let's say, a little aggressive. But ultimately, you don't need to be loyal to anyone, at least not in this context. It's really up to you. There's, everyone has a story, right? So I cannot tell you to forgive anyone or to like anyone. It's not really my way of doing things, but I can tell you that you have to make your own choice, really. That's all there is to it.
They look towards Diesel, says, so it's not wrong if I try to talk to her?
Of course not. She's your mother. And I think that Iron will understand you wanting to decide for yourself what you think about her. And if Iron doesn't understand, well, honestly, that doesn't have anything to do with you and everything to do with her own feelings about your mother. And if she tries to project those on you, that's not your fault.
Well, I also feel it here because we're connected. But yeah, it's a combo effect. But she tell me it, but then I can also feel it like deep in my soul. Because we have the same soul.
Right. So, what do you want to do? If you want to talk to her, there's no one who's going to stop you from doing that. If you want to get to know her, I hope that Iron will be okay with that. But it is 100% your decision. It should be.
Okay.
Do you want to give her the glass of water? Yeah? Okay. You all right?
I think so.
Need a hug? All right. Diesel like picks Ari up and like gives them like a big squeeze.
Oh, that feels good. Thank you.
And then puts them back down. You're gonna be okay. Yeah.
What should I tell her?
Well, you could start just by saying hi, introducing yourself. I think it's been a long time since she's seen you. You've probably grown up a lot since then. You might look really different from the last time she saw you.
Cause it's been, I don't know. I don't even remember seeing her that much. I must have been years. Must have been years at least.
Yeah.
Maybe 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. Say hi. Tell her who you are.
Okay.
Just treat her, well, maybe not exactly like the kids that you met in the park, but think of it like that. Like you're meeting someone for the first time.
Okay. I have practice so I can do this now. Should I open up with talking about Pokemon cards?
If you want to. I think she would be really happy to know what it is you like.
Okay. I will talk about. Thank you.
Of course.
They take a deep breath. Like, oh, we gotta add the chocolate for Galwin's tea.
Yes. Right. I think that Diesel cheats this just a little bit. And instead of putting actual like an actual chocolate bar in Galwin's tea, they put some like raw cacao nibs in with the tea leaves and like steep it that way. So like there's chocolate in there, but it's chocolate for adults.
I won't know the difference. It's all
You
good.
won't?
I won't know the difference.
But Diesel will. They will only serve you quality, good man. You are their elder in the Celestial Chorus. They're gonna make sure you get the best tea. Also, I'm very sorry, you guys. I am a tea monster, and the idea of putting chocolate in tea, it's fine. I'm fine. Anyways, let's keep going.
It just beyond the role playing. Like you can't role play
Like
that.
cacao,
That bleed though.
Cacao nibs we can do, but straight up chocolate, I have to put my foot down. This is not acceptable. Anyways, continue.
Oh, let's go. Yeah, so I guess Ari would have the glass of water, and they're holding it with both hands, and they'll walk with Diesel back to the group.
Yeah, as I see y'all coming in, I'm gonna kind of move away from your mom because I feel like this is like a moment, and I don't want to be in the way of it, so I'm gonna step back a little bit.
So Ari kind of walks slowly. And you notice it's a similar replica of what happened at the park. They kind of like walk to a certain moment and then they stop. And you see like the grip around the cup tightens a bit as they kind of like try to gather the confidence to move forward. And then they kind of like look up at Diesel. And as they see that nod, it gives them like a nice sigh of reassurance. They kind of like take a deep breath and then take one step forward and then another until they're relatively close to their mother. And then they'll present it with both hands open like, here.
She reaches over and she takes the cup into her hand very slowly, almost. Her hands have a slight tremble to them. She goes, I'm glad to see you are safe. And we've made friends, I think.
They're family. They take care of me. Well, these two are new. This is Zadra and Talos. They're new to the group, but we take care of one another. Hi. Did you leave us?
Not entirely, but we weren't very understanding.
What do you know about us?
Not very much, apparently. We were going, or at least we thought we were going to protect you, but it appears you have done a pretty good job of that yourself.
Oh, not me. I get it. Oh, I don't get in much trouble. I'm not really good at getting out of trouble when we get in trouble. It's all Iron and them. They're really strong and they do a lot of great things.
Your child is selling themselves a little bit short. They're pretty amazing too.
Yeah. They kind of like scratch the back of their head. Thank you. Are you going to stay?
I don't know.
Well, where did you go?
We were looking for you all for a time, and then we were with, I think, the government for a bit longer.
The government? Why
Yes,
there?
Well, they told us that they could help us find you and your sister, so where is where's your father?
I don't know. I thought he was with you because Iron said you left us, and so I thought you two went together to someplace. So he's not with you with the government.
Is that the last room that you were in that you were describing before? Was it like a safe house or a government office?
Oh, it was more like an office that was secretive, I guess. It was very much like the old spy movies. Yes, back rooms and secret meetings and all that. It was kind of exciting too, but he was there before, I told.
Remember the building that it was in?
And you see, she goes to speak, no words come out, or no sound comes out.
Do you know the buildings next to it, perhaps?
Ari's gonna try to read their lips. where they try to form the words to see if they could be able to see what words they're trying to say, but sound is preventing from coming out.
Your lip reading. Interesting.
Roll your perception alertness at difficulty 9.
Oh my god. You better use all that willpower.
Anyway,
I'm not sure how you would assist.
I feel like Xandria could assist with this because I mean she's literally a singer. That's how she makes her living. With everything, she's got to look at the competition and she's got to see, mouths moving and everything. I think she could help a little bit with that.
I would say you could make the roll at difficulty 8, but I don't think your knowledge would be able to help Ari do it.
Okay.
You would communicate your information to help them understand it better.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up. I am realizing there is something I can do to help. I have a talisman. And one of the uses of that talisman allows me to understand regardless of any language barrier that may exist. Diesel pulls out their pipe, their pitch pipe, as Ari and Xandria are sitting there trying to like decipher her words.
Okay, so for this, roll me 3 dice. Just roll me 3 dice to what numbers you get.
All right. So first, I would like to use my mind to boost up my perception a bit. So give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right. So that is 3 successes for to use my mind to boost up my mental stats. So now all of those.
So that will give you a +2 for the rest of the round.
Perfect.
You'll still need 1 success for the actual effect to trigger.
Okay.
Did you have to use any quintessence or anything like that, or did you just use your mind?
Oh, just mine. So one of the good things about mine at the first level is you can actually just roll your arete, and then you could be able to boost up one of your 3 mental stats based upon the amount of successes from the roll.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
that is
Okay.
And that gives me 2 extra dice, which is super needed because that's
Do the
difficulty
same
9.
thing.
Yeah,
Do the same thing with life.
I'm thinking that y'all have this, so I haven't like rolled anything yet. But if y'all don't have it, let me know.
All right, no worries.
I don't know if I have it yet, but I rolled a 5, a 7, and a 10.
Okay. Let me see what Ari's gonna get here.
So you said difficulty 9, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to use 1 willpower to make it 4 successes.
Okay. So you both are attempting to read what she's saying, and as you do so, you both begin to kind of, as you attempt to understand the meaning behind what she's saying, even using your wonder, you can feel the pitch pipe begin to warm in your fingers as you're kind of holding it and looking at it, and you both realize that the problem isn't so much as is it a linguistics one. It seems that someone has barred the concept behind the words. For you, Ari, it feels almost like when you were attempting to ward something, but different.
Oh, there's a barrier there. Is it possible to use mine to be able to see in her head like visual images of what maybe? Because I think mine one allows you to be able to see brief feelings and images from a person, I believe, right?
You certainly can try. However, I will tell you, her mind has been through quite a bit. So the more prying that you do into a person's mind, you'd be into risk doing some
Yeah,
harm.
Go ahead.
Is she wearing the same clothes as when she came in? You know, like we can start checking pockets for like receipts, or we can Sherlock Holmes on the clothes, kind of a deal. Look at some labels, see if there's a dry cleaning slip or something. You see the route that I'm going with this.
Yeah.
You know, what you wear can tell what you were doing the night before, kind of a deal.
Is she still dressed as a bodyguard?
Yes, she's still wearing the same clothing from before. Unless would have changed it or anything. But she's not wearing that helmet from before, though.
I like what Marquis is saying, though. Yeah. Like maybe there's something in the pockets.
Yeah,
Run them pockets.
do some pocket checks. Look at the bottom of the shoes. You know, is there like mud, a particular mud that's only found in parts of Cleveland? Let's do this.
Well, there would be some significant magic needed to learn some of that information.
That's not magic. That is deduction, Watson.
I will say, roll. Give me what I believe. If you have dots in investigation, you can roll your intelligence and investigation.
Perfect.
Okay. I have perception. Yeah, not investigation though.
Gotta have investigation, unfortunately. I would say you could do perception or intelligence.
Yeah. I don't have any investigation.
Yeah.
You do have to have investigation as well. If you don't have dots in it, you can't make the roll, unfortunately.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4,
But let me
5.
just pitch this out there. Instead of like investigation, you know, perception with like, if I'm trying to figure out the cut of somebody's clothes or a designer or something like that, that's not really an investigation thing. If it's like she's a pop idol and she knows trends, that'd be more like a perception mixed with something with like which would be, I don't know, maybe alertness or expression.
I would say just from looking through the pockets and things, you do find a small card from a place called Falcone and Associates. Did anyone make the roll?
Yes, I just needed to know what difficulty it was.
For this, let's do 6.
6. Okay. Perfect. All right. 1. Ooh, wow. A lot of 7s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 successes.
Okay. So you kind of do a quick look over, and you realize, just kind of looking at the way that the clothing are made and things like that, one, it's incredibly expensive for you, Ari. And just as Xandria here is finding the business card, you sense the kind of remnants or the faint traces of... What spheres do you have, Ari?
A lot. I have correspondence, life, prime, spirit, mind, and forces.
Okay, then you catch traces of mind, life, and prime just kind of in the clothing. You gather this is probably some sort of magical creation, or at least enhanced with it.
Oh, these clothes are not normal. Wait. So, Mom, what do you know about us? Like, do you know what we are?
No, not. Your friend said they were not crazy tradition people.
So you don't know about none of that?
No.
Can I use my matter to inspect the clothing? Like the details of it to see? Do that?
Yes. What exactly are you looking for?
So after, because I'm assuming that Ari's going to communicate that the that there appears to be something emanating from the clothing, some kind of energy, and it says I can perceive the intrinsic properties of base materials, their underlying structure, innate properties, and integral stability. View the material composition, find its hidden layers. Right. So I feel like I could maybe do a deep delve into the actual physical material and see, get more sense as to the details of the clothes. Is that allowable?
Roll your art too.
Do it.
Was there anyone else that wanted to do something else?
I was wondering, is there a way that I could use the time sphere to maybe go back in time on their clothes and see exactly like where they went from? Or is that not possible?
What spheres do you have?
I just have life and time. 3 dots in each.
I would say you would want to combine time with either correspondence or matter to look at the history of the garment itself. You can review. No, go ahead.
I'll do that then. I've got 3 in time and 1 in correspondence.
You would want 2 in correspondence for this, because it's kind of a scrying effect. However, if there is someone else with at least 1 dot in time and 2 dots in correspondence, they could help you. You could do a ritual together.
I have 1 correspondence, 2 time. But it would also on my other roll, I got 0 successes on my matter roll. So
No bots though.
Not a botch, but
okay,
not quite successful.
Okay, I would say you can attempt the roll with just time, but it will be more difficult. Either of you.
How difficult?
So not putting in correspondence at all?
I would say it would increase the difficulty by 2.
Awesome. And what would it be then?
So the total for you would be 7.
Could I use willpower to knock that down to 6?
You can use willpower to get an automatic success on the roll. You would use quintessence to reduce it.
Yes.
But I believe you use yours.
We use that all up to wake up mommy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to try at least. Is it just 3 then? 3 die?
3 dice, difficulty 7.
How many successes would I need?
4.
I'm like, is this a waste of time? Or
And you would want at least 2 to get some information, and then more from that point would get you more information.
Wish me luck. What was it again? 7?
7.
I only got 2, and then 1, 2. So close to 1.
So you got 2 successes out of 3 dice?
Yeah, I literally got 2 7s and 1 2.
Okay, and you spent willpower, correct?
2, yes.
An automatic success?
I did do that.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, how does this look? What does this look like?
I guess I would like to grab a hold of either maybe let's do the shoes. Let's do the shoes if that's okay with you, so I can see where they've traveled, right? And I would like to just kind of make little glyphs around them, in the air, and then kind of turn it back, if that makes any sense. Turn the glyphs reverse and try to see it.
Okay, so this kind of manifests as almost a trodden path through your mind. You've seen any of those? I think the old timey games where you like traveled from location to get that 2-foot pattern going. You see that in your mind, and on its own, it doesn't make any sense. But you figure if you saw a map, you may be able to apply it that way. Or you could attempt to follow the trail, just kind of, closing your eyes and walking the steps. But that may
Like
Maybe
physically
risky.
walking the steps?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone here have a map?
I've got Google Maps on my phone.
Will that work, storyteller?
It'll be a little harder, but you can do it. Sure, you can try it. I don't say it'll be a plus
Right.
one.
I've got Street View.
Sure. As someone who's trying to like follow a street view through a city, it gets really, really hard to follow
Yeah,
properly.
I've got the Samsung. Was it 22?
Oh,
It's
the
got
new
that
one.
on there.
The new one. the ultra version.
I mean, you could certainly try it. I would say you would make like a perception and maybe an investigation, or maybe a different. There's no maps rolled, so like academics or something. Difficulty 6 to see how well you can.
I would say Gaelwyn definitely would have some Randall's maps, but they're horribly outdated. Like they're probably 15 years old.
That's super.
I would say you are more than welcome to try to use their maps as well.
Luna, if I could see that map of yours, that'd be fantastic.
Oh wait, are you talking to Gailwind or?
No, Luna, I'm talking to you.
Oh, you
obviously.
You wouldn't
Looking
like
you
my
in your
map?
face.
She can totally tell right now that you're looking her in the face.
Hazel is just off to the side, sort of smirking a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so Xandria pulls out her 22 Ultra and does like a quick little thing on that where it does like this projection over the phone, and then it like lands in the top of your phone for you to be able to utilize it.
Thank you so much. And what would I be rolling? Just so I know.
Roll.
What is the map roll?
I think that they forgot that skill for this
That'd be
edition,
like
unfortunately.
Drive, but I know what Drive is, but I mean like maps or Drive. I don't know.
I feel like it would be survival, but
Oh,
Yeah.
survival.
Yeah, survival. That sounds good.
I would say you could do a mixture. You could do either survival, streetwise, or awareness, or alertness. Either one of those four. So whichever one has the bigger total for you.
Do I use any of the
Plus
attributes
perception.
at all?
Yeah, plus perception.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what the difficulty is, but I
6.
have.
Difficulty 6.
Oh, sick! I have 2 10s, a 7, a 6, and a 2.
Okay.
So
it isn't too difficult for you actually to follow the path. It's actually surprisingly easy. And you find yourself traveling downtown, and you reach a very busy section. It seems to be kind of like a mass intersection from the business areas, the kind of the small food areas, and looks to be like a single large building in the very middle of it. I would say, actually, the thing would tell you, you realize that it is leading you towards a place called Tower City.
Tower City.
Can
Now-
Xandria? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to write it down, but I'm also going to relay that information to everyone else, whoever wants to listen. So I'll just kind of show you said you put it, like you airdropped it into my phone?
It's like a temporary app that can be like on the top of your phone, and then I like take it back. Unless you want a 22 Ultra,
No, I'm okay. I like
because
my
I hook
laser.
you up, Kai.
I know all of my technology is from you, Luna, so I do appreciate it. But this is where it is, and I show everybody.
Tower City. Where is that?
Could oh, thank you for the link. Could Sandra take a picture of the suit and like closer up of it, and then text that to one of her in the know friends in the virtual adepts to see who out there, maybe perhaps in Tower City, specializes in making these like magic suits?
Sure, I would say you have a person you could ask. Roll me just real quick, roll charisma and either leadership or expression to see if you can convince them to
Definitely
help you out.
expression. Definitely charisma and expression. I got 3 in that one.
56.
I'm also a-okay with using any resources with this. I have 5 in resources.
I would say if you give up a dot of your resources, it'll reduce the difficulty by 2.
Wait,
You
you
know,
mean as in
vibe.
permanently give it up?
You will lose it to the end of the story, which will basically be the end of the season. So you go down a point.
Nah, that's cool.
Someone.
Wow. That's
That's
huge.
very steep. That's a big old.
You wanna
No.
bribe people to help you. You have to give people some of the bribe. You know.
That's like a lot. That's a lot for a little. I'll keep that knowledge in my back burner though, like the bribing. But yeah, I'll do the charisma and expression. So that's just well, I've got 3 and 3 with that. So is that a total of 6 dice with it? And I do.
Mhm.
Do I do anything else to
Nope,
boost or
just-
anything?
Not unless you have something that would help you.
I don't know if I do or not. Because, like, for instance, I found out that a dotted mind can boost your mind things. Is there something that boosts your social things that I might have? Like life? Or
There
something?
is something, but you do not have the ability to do it just yet.
Got it. All right. So, what is the difficulty?
6.
8, 8. Oh, okay. So I got 3 8s and then a 3, a 5, and a 3. So I did get 3 successes.
Mhm.
Okay, so you do send the message, and it takes a few minutes before someone responds. And you get a response from someone with the hacker, with kind of a hacker handle as White Knight, and they respond techie stuff, which you would realize is a not too well veiled reference to the technocracy, but it's good enough for this.
Okay. Would they know any top people to concentrate on in the technocracy within Tower City? Like, so we have more of a focus point? I mean, we have the Falcone thing, but also, like, to triangulate?
That, my friend, would be information that would cost quite a bit to get, and be very hard to get. Unfortunately,
Okay,
higher information on the technocracy is not easy.
That said, we do
Okay.
have a contact that was formerly technocracy that just so happens to be a little bit sweet on me. So if I ask the right questions to the right person, we could possibly get that information for significantly less.
And she said she'll invest in our movie theater.
So that offer's on the tables, Andrea.
Oh, Ari will look towards their mom and says,
Mom, do you have something of that?
No, I don't think I have. And she does kind of look around. I don't think I have anything at the moment.
What about a picture of what he looks like?
Not here. Unless you all found something.
Mm. Well, okay. If if you had something that of his, I could probably find where he is.
I will, but if I come up with something.
Wait, is he brainwashed too?
I don't know, maybe. There's a lot of questions, and I'm not entirely sure what's happening at the moment.
Oh, well, get some sleep, and if you hear anything that sounds really weird, it's all I guess maybe forget. I guess I don't know.
If you hear something that sounds like potentially dangerous, definitely don't pretend to be asleep. Find one of us.
Mm.
Oh, okay, sure.
But Ari is right. You should get some rest.
Mm. Your eyes is like 25% open.
And I thought honesty was my trait. Apparently, it is yours.
Oh, wait, am I not supposed to say that?
I think you can be forgiven in this instance, but
Yes.
as a general rule, most people don't like to hear that they look like they're tired.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I will make sure to keep that in mind going forward. How do I suggest to Mom she should sleep?
I think you did a decent job.
Oh, okay.
We're having this conversation right in front of her. I think she gets it.
Yep. Completely out in front of her.
Okay. Okay. I guess we'll see you soon. We'll try to get to the bottom of this.
And when you wake up, there'll be some food waiting for you so you can eat.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want to change out of your clothes and wear something more comfortable and leave your clothes with us that will take care of your clothes for you?
Okay.
I think I have something. Like Diesel runs to their rooms really fast and like grabs some flannel pajama pants and like one of their nicer wife beater tank tops and brings them and hands them to Ari's mom.
Okay, I will come back in a moment. And
No, it's like just toss your clothes out the door. We'll catch them. We'll get them laundered after we, investigate more stuff.
She walks away.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is really confusing.
Yeah, this is very confusing.
I didn't even know you could get clothes made out of magic. That is so cool.
You just ward it. I can ward your clothes if you ever want me to do it.
I have so many things I need to learn about this whole mage thing. I've been doing it all wrong and buying it and having people give me clothes.
Well,
I mean, if somebody's giving you clothes, you might not be doing it completely wrong.
It's the label,
It is magic
There's a lot
on
that
it.
comes with experience.
So, I don't know what we should do. Should we go to Tower City?
Not without Iron. I think that's a bad idea.
Oh,
You were saying that
it's a bad place.
No, I just think that if there's any sort of danger and Iron isn't there, she will be really upset.
you were saying that you knew someone that has more of an N with the technocracy?
Technocracy?
Yes.
Technocracy.
Technocracy.
Yep. Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, we actually
Second,
had
ding
some. We had some help from a former member of the Technocracy, and that's how we managed to get our hands on Ari and Iron's mom. She is currently not exactly immediately available to help us, but if I text her, if I text her, then she'll probably be willing to help.
Okay. I was just thinking that was probably somebody else that y'all had, like, I don't know, locked up in your movie theater or something somewhere.
No, she's just she left the Technocracy and now she's kind of on the run. Kind of. So yeah.
Wait, what do you all know what's happening here? Do you all know what's going on?
Literally nothing.
Oh. Okay.
And they kind of like sit down, cross their legs, and then put their Baby Yoda backpack in front of them as they cross in front of their chest.
It says, so there is a person running for mayor who's really bad. Really, really bad. And
I think Walter explained a little bit of this.
Okay, so not maybe literally nothing, but just like some of the basics we kind of know.
Very close to nothing.
Very close to nothing.
Keep going, Ari.
Okay. So their goal is they want specifically Iron and I can't say why yet because it's a secret, and so I have to get permission from Iron first before I can say why. But they want us so they could get this ring. And this ring is supposed to be, well, there's 13 rings.
Is there one to rule them all?
No, I wish you'd make things a lot easier. There's 13 of them.
Suffice it to say, we've had several run-ins now with this guy's various goons who have attacked and accosted and tried to hurt Ari and Iron since we got here. The interesting thing is that when we all came together, that wasn't what we originally were. That's not what we thought what we were coming out here to do. Yes. It just so happened to end up becoming that. Suffice it to say, Ari and Iron are in a lot of danger. And there seems to be some machinations going on in the city that require Ari and Iron and others like them in order to succeed in whatever. I have to imagine it's some kind of ritual they're getting ready to do if they're looking for like a specific series of things. But we've had some pretty rough experiences. Galewind and another friend of ours, Shay, who's not here anymore. I think the experience really shook her. She was like you, Xandria.
She was a member of a pop band?
No, but she comes from the same tradition as you.
Oh, she was a virtual adept.
She was.
And you think these people might be at Tower City?
It's very possible. It's very possible. I mean, we have been really managed to figure out where their base of operations is, but it's interesting that it would be the Technocracy because the man who's running for the mayor position he's not a technocrat, is he, Ari?
He's a Nafandi. So he used infernal magic.
But it could,
I remember us talking about that.
It is possible that the Technocracy, that's the impression I kind of got from our friend from the Technocracy, or formerly of the Technocracy, is that she left because things started to get pretty bad. So,
what do we have here that could help us maybe protect ourselves going there? Do you have any kind of armory or armaments or something of that nature?
There's still a lot about our chantry that we haven't really explored as far as the full length and breadth of its abilities. That said, we should see if we can figure out some ways to clear out a few of these. Been feeling pretty wound up lately.
I would say that you definitely have an advantage over any of your enemies that you've had up to this point because they don't know me and Kai. So it's like we could go to perhaps Tower City or whatnot to like scout around and look around, and we even have a really good cover.
Oh, like secret agents.
Yes.
Exactly like that, but like in broad daylight.
Yes. Do you think maybe, actually, Luna, what is your idea actually?
Well, it all depends on what we're looking for in Tower City with the, the techno majiggy bobbies. It's like with them, we can try going super high profile and going in like under Moon Crew kind of a deal, or we can try doing it a little bit like through the side door with like your whole nomadic doctor thing.
I do think
And Gale went a doctor type too.
Do they know you, Gale?
Everyone knows me.
Yes, we can't go that way.
Just me and you then.
Yeah,
Kai.
the last time Gale went up against this guy, he ended up looking into the abyss and we didn't see him for a few weeks. So
It was a little rough, but I will assist in any way I can. Perhaps if I dress myself up, fashion a disguise of some sort, I might be able to parlay that into some successful movements in Tower City.
But Kai and I could kind of volunteer ourselves to scout and get more information. What they don't know hurts to them.
They are quite accurate. We should do that, actually. I think we should do your route, though, Luna. I think the Moon Crew is the best way to go. Yes. I don't think I have too many connections with the nomadic doctor in Tower City.
definitely need to be careful. The technocracy is not something to be trifled with, and they really do not care for anyone that belongs to the traditions. So if you get caught or if they sniff you out.
Yes.
Wait, aren't you famous? Wouldn't they know who you are because you're famous?
Like outside of America, I am, but not really in Cleveland, apparently.
Go ahead, because Cleveland is weird.
It is. It's a little bit weird. I know there was like that one Drew Carey show, or was that Columbus? I don't know. It was a sea city, and I'm thinking it was this one.
So if as long as, because I think they're really good with computers, so if as long as they don't have like, what's the word? It begins with a D. A dossier?
Destiny. Oh, go ahead.
Dossier? I think it's dossier.
Well, if they have a dossier, all they'll see is Xandria Luna and Talos Kai. Best friends have been bouncing around the world forever, and now we're just happen to be in Cleveland.
Okay.
Have no ties here.
Well, until they find us out.
If they find us out.
They won't. I believe in you. You two got this.
You said you could ward us, correct, Ari? Do you think you could do that?
What would you like to be warded against? I could do
everything.
Oh, wait, oh.
I'm not entirely sure that they can do that quite yet.
Whatever you can do.
We'll take the everything bagel of armor.
It also may expend a lot of their energy for everything.
Well then,
I don't know all the magics. Like you all have time, and so I can't ward against time, but I can ward against like elements. So therefore, you don't get hurt from like fire and lightning and stuff. And then I can also ward against like space. So therefore, they can't spy on you. And
that would be great.
Okay, well I can start there.
Do you have any kind of wards that would, I guess, would that be the same thing with spying into us, a detection maybe, to see if we're...
That's space.
Okay, perfect. Then yes, let's do that.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was making sure to do it in the movie theater, so therefore the mayor couldn't teleport away. I warded the movie theater.
And yet he
Very
somehow
smart.
managed to teleport away.
Wait, did they?
Well,
They didn't teleport away, right? Did they teleport away?
Into the Umbra.
Oh, the Umbra. That's what it was. Yes, because I didn't. I don't have. Actually, no. Now I do have spirit, so technically I could have did it, but I didn't think about that.
I mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It happened. Everything happened so fast.
Yeah, it's true.
So okay,
Well, sorry. Go ahead.
everything happens for a reason. We were able to reunite you with your parent. So it was not a loss.
can I tell a secret? It feels weird.
Yes, of course.
It feels weird. Like I was telling Diesel, like I didn't know what to say because I thought Iris said she abandoned us. So I didn't really know what to do, and so I tried to start talking, but I still feel weird. I think it just takes time, I guess.
It's okay to feel weird about these things.
Oh,
Life is not easy. Adults often feel weird. We don't share it. We try to give the impression that we're always strong, especially around children, but we feel the same sense of awkwardness in situations that you often do. So take that weirdness, embrace that weirdness. Don't try to hide from it, and you will come out stronger.
wow.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
While our party is discussing their options, I think that would be a good time for us to take a bit of a break.
All right, perfect. I hope you like this episode here. Again, if you like what you see here, make sure to join our Discord, which you'll see in the description below, where we have a section for spoilers, not spoilers, fan art, and more. And we'll see you for the second half of Boss Beyond Time. But until then, farewell for now.
Alright, so as we left our group, they were in the midst of making a decision about how they're going to proceed in the next few days. So as you all are deciding on whether or not Ari should be warding things, or if you are going to attempt to see what you can learn by heading to Tower City and understanding and maybe come across the technocracy, I leave the story in your capable hands.
Well, what clothes will you want me to ward?
These, if you can.
Yeah, but while you're wearing them?
Depending on who's here in Cleveland, maybe I can call in a stylist. So we might want to be like a little bit dressed up, and you could ward those.
Okay, will they come in by today, or will this be?
Whenever you're ready, I would make some calls to get people here.
I'm ready.
Xandria steps away to get on her phone.
Yeah, I'm good because I have a lot of energy from all the chocolate I ate.
Gonna take them a while to burn that off.
Mm-hmm. You can see their hands got to get a sugar rush.
Luna, if you could make sure that they make a space for Rumble, and I showed the little tiny calico cat that's inside my breast pocket, that would be wonderful. Just please don't forget that.
You have a
absolutely.
cat in your jacket.
Kind of. He's more of a friend, and not exactly a cat.
I mean, we're all mages here. You can just say he's your familiar.
He doesn't really like to be referred that way.
Oh, interesting.
He's more of a friend.
To be called your friend. Okay. Does he have a name? Oh,
Yes,
sorry. You said it's Rumble. Right.
Yes, his name is Rumble. Yes, I didn't choose that. That was his choice, but interesting nonetheless.
You see the cat, Ari?
Mm.
I'm sorry. Did you see Talus's friend?
Yes.
He's
a bit sleepy at the moment. As I show, you see him. He's just kind of like lying in this like little like almost like a half pocket, and he's just kind of lying with his tongue out inside my inside here.
Wow. So he stays with you all the time?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. We take care of each other.
Wait. Would I ward? Did I ward a cat or a familiar? I don't think I can.
I think he'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was like, I never really read about that in all of my studies, so I wasn't sure if I could do that. But okay, as long as we just worry about clothes, I should be good. I did an entire movie theater. Clothes should be easy.
Rui, I was thinking kind of like a Instacart or Postmates kind of delivery kind of a thing with this, something that comes in 2 hours, and then have that go to Irie to spend as much time as they want, warding whatever.
Sure, he could definitely have some clothes generally delivered. They won't be especially, high quality. I don't think you can Postmates high fashion, but
Well, how about we look at what it would. How about we look at what that would look like then? I have ranks and influence. I still have the charisma and expression. We could see how we could make that work.
Well, I mean, what I will say is you definitely have the resources to buy clothing. I'm not entirely sure what, Instacart's high fashion department is like.
I think they have that because, like, shows everything. I mean, it is Cleveland, so
you got Walmart, Target, and CVS, man. That's
I'm very certain they have their version of higher fashion street and boutiques and area, and of course consignment shops at a high vintage kind of a deal. I mean, there's ways to dress very, very well in a small amount of time.
Sure, I would say it would be more expensive, but you could put it together. Sure.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to roll for that, or are we just doing that?
I will say you don't have to roll for this. It's not. You're not asking for anything too intensive.
Okay. So when those clothes come, then they would be given to Irie, and I guess we'd go clean up or the whatnot.
I think the order of operations is have dinner, relax maybe a little bit, get some sleep. And then tomorrow you two can strike out on your little adventure.
Wow, this is so cool. You two are like James Bond and Jane Bond? I guess. Wow.
I don't know the reference, but sounds cool.
They're like agents. They come out, they sneak in, and they get like news.
You've never seen a James Bond film?
No, I don't watch films.
We have a movie theater. We can go upstairs and then we can eat all the chocolate and candy, and then we can license like James Bond. There's like 2 million of them. I'm pretty sure some of them have to be cheaper.
So Ari, what have I said about the concession stand?
No, not as much chocolate. There's also candy, right? The fruity ones, right? Did you say try the fruity ones?
Well, it's not just that. The concessions are how we make money, so we can't eat all of our own product.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I have to charge you $2.99 a box, but it should be okay.
That's fine. I don't mind at all.
Okay.
But yes, we are absolutely going to change the fact that you've never seen a James Bond filmed, like right away.
Perfect. I'm excited. I don't have anything else going on, so I would like. Not would like. I was wondering actually, on the armory aspect of things. Do you have anything we could perchance maybe that would help us on this spy mission, so to speak?
Irene has a lot of knives.
She loves making knives. But if you mean like weapons?
Yeah. Do you have any? I mean, do you have any guns?
And they'll reach into
tasers?
their backpack and they'll take out a laser tag gun.
You can use this. It didn't work. It didn't work as well as the boss, but they speak not boss, the mayor. But it's really strong. He just was really strong, but it works. You just have to use it.
You haven't really taken him time to get guns because, as you see, we have a child in this place. That being said, Walter, I think, does actually have a weapon. So if he has one, there's probably more around here somewhere. Not something I've asked the Chantry for. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, like tasers or mace, pepper spray, or the cute little kitty cat things that's actually, it looks like a kitty cat, but it's actually, they're called knuckle busters, I think.
They sound painful.
They're so cute, but yes, painful for the other person.
I thought my laser tag gun was really strong. Kitty knuckles? Oh, wow, that was really hurt.
Well, I mean, you can try exploring this chantry and see if an armory is a thing. I just know that I haven't personally run across one. I also just haven't gone looking for one.
Oh, we have one. One of our first people that was here named Vandal, he was building guns and bullets there. I'm not sure if he left any stuff there though.
We can go and check.
Show me.
I remember we had to make silver bullets in the place. I think I remember where it is.
And then they'll just put their laser tag gun back into their Baby Yoda backpack. And they're like,
Are you sure you know how to use the laser tag gun? It's really effective.
I look at Diesel and like, is it
real? Diesel winks at him.
That didn't help me. All right.
But they'll wink at him and then they'll look at Arya and go, not everybody has the ability to use it the way that you do.
Okay. Okay.
They nod. It fully clicked in their head. They didn't really understand that correlation that it was a thing that they particularly utilizes. So they kind of smile. I was like, okay, I will show you where the armory is. They'll take them to the spot where Vando hide all their 6-shooters and the silver bullets that was there.
Unfortunately, Vandal has taken his equipment. However, you are aware that Angelina does have her own personal. Angelina and Eugene actually have their own personal guns and pepper spray. If you wish to borrow it from them, you can.
And that would be also the armory, or would we have to talk to them to ask?
You'd have to ask them.
Oh, okay.
He said, well, it looks like Vandal took all of the stuff. But this is where the armory would be if we decide to get some weapons. But I also know my Angela and Yonji, they also carry weapons because it's very dangerous. So we can ask them. Maybe if you ask them, because if I ask them, they're going to ask me to eat more vegetables.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. If you could show me where they are, then I'll ask.
Okay.
And they'll, of course, start walking forward towards Angela and Yonji were sitting. I think last we heard they were eating some food. wiping their hands off.
They'll say, "Hi, these are our new friends, Talos and Zandra from Mood Crew." Did I do that right? Did I do that right?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yunji sits up from where she was laying across Angela's lap and looks at you and she goes, "All right, we have to stop hanging out from other people so often." And then she looks at you, Talos, and hey, welcome, I guess.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. This is a bit forward of me, I guess.
Can we have some of your weapons?
Yes. Yeah. Do you think
Like-
I could borrow some?
Because we're gonna go into the hub of the Technobabble, and we kind of want to have something on us. In fact, we think that they'll probably expect for us to have something on us, but it doesn't have to be like super lethal. And like if you have kitty cat brass knuckles, I would so get those in pink if you do.
Say that again, but make it make more sense.
We're going on a mission, and we need to be properly armed to make sure that we won't get attacked. Or if we do get attacked, we can defend ourselves in a way that doesn't see us dying.
You have a lead on the mayor, or the soon to be hopes to be mayor, and we're going to be walking into a fairly dangerous situation.
Tower City.
Can either of you use a gun?
Yes, I can. I was in the
I mean-
military for 8 years.
Oh, we should talk to Gelwin. Gelwin was in the military.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Different kind of military, I'm sure.
Oh. Okay.
Didn't really operate firearms much.
And what exactly is the purpose of this mission?
We're getting recon for everybody that's in the crew here. So, because they don't know me and Kai. So, we'll go in there and see what we can find out to help out and come back with more information.
Either of you can make a charisma and either expression or empathy roll. Alexandria makes it a difficulty 7, and Talos could make it a difficulty 6.
Can I assist
Really?
with that?
Xandra?
She actively does not believe you can use a gun at all.
I've used it in music videos.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Use the
hold
prop.
it to the side like this.
Yes, you use the
Fucking
prop.
count.
Not the same. It's not the same.
Like, this Diesel doesn't use a gun. They're an actor. They cannot actually use a gun.
Can I assist by chance? Using my connection with Angela. And
I
stuff?
feel like you would be the opposite of
Okay, never mind.
assistance.
Okay.
You a child.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That being said,
Trait.
7.
I have the trait charming. Does that help at all?
Ooh.
Sure, I'll let it work. Do you have anything in your expression talent, Talos? Or
I have nothing in expression.
cool, so
Aw,
the
baby.
difficulty goes up by 1, so it's also the 7, but you can make the roll.
Yeah, I have 3 in expression, 3 in charisma, unless it could be like something. Well, appearance would be the only one I have more in. All right.
Ends count as doubles if it's at 4 for charming?
Yes, if you have charming is working.
Because I got 2 10s and 2 3s.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, I got a
that's four
10,
successes, baby.
Mhm.
10, 7, 8. I got 3 successes, but I did get a 1. There's a 1, 5, and a 4 there, and then a 10, 7, and an 8. So I got 3 successes, and I did get a 1.
She's very reluctant, but she does hand over a handgun over to Talos, point it down towards the ground.
Yes, low ready. I understand.
I'd be be good with something melee and pepper spray if you feel weird about giving me a gun.
The kitty knuckles.
Kitty
the
knuckles.
most deadliest weapon on the planet.
They're super cute and super deadly.
I clear the weapon, by the way, when I get handed it.
Well, you see, Angie is very much a bit more relieved about her decision, which is immediately washed away by Exandria talking.
Maybe one of those collapsible batons, that you hit people with. Like I've got 2 points in melee, so it could be more melee than handgun.
She visibly sighs before clearly regretting her decision before handing you a small switchblade, and she says, "Please don't stab yourself."
I use knives all the time. How do you think vegetables get cut?
You are convincing me that this is a very bad idea.
Is it okay if I decorate this so it fits my aesthetic?
Absolutely not.
All right. Next time I'm out, I'll just buy my own. Thank you for the lent.
Thank you for helping.
Thank you very much.
Hazel just kind of looks past all of them, like over their shoulders at Angela, and Yunjin just like.
At this point, Angela, who has been pretty quiet at this point, kind of fully clocks what you said, and she looks at each of you and she goes, "I'm sorry, did you say techno babble? What was that about?"
Yes, the technahedron haunts.
The technocracy.
Yes.
Why are you going to look for the technocracy?
We're going to Tower City to get more information from the tip top, but don't stop people.
We have reason to believe that the Nafandi and the technocracy are working together.
And Dad might be there.
And if they are,
then we find out information and what's going on. We just do a little recon as ourselves, and we come back and report. It seems like everybody hates this plan. Does someone want to come up with a different plan then?
Well, it's an information gathering mission. I think it's fine as long as the weapons are self-defense only.
Last resort.
Because we will be in a...
I have to figure out some way to mask them, though, if they make you go through some sort of metal detectors or search stuff.
Yes, we will definitely need to cloak them somehow. But we'll be in a place that is foreign to most of us, and we could stick out. And we don't know how they treat outsiders, especially when people start asking questions, when we start asking questions. So I think as long as we keep it to information gathering and not try to shoot or stab up the place, I think we will succeed.
Are you going to, Gelwin? Because you're military?
That's not the reason. I'm going because I believe this group is stronger together.
Wait, you say we should all go?
What?
Well,
that would be my suggestion.
if we all went, that would be great. I just think that maybe if we all go, then Kai and I should act like we're not with you, even though we're all in the same room at the same time, just so that we still hold the element of surprise with them.
Yes, I think we should all go, even if Xandria and Talos split off and go do their own thing. I think there's information that each of us, we could use our talents to gather.
Well, I could go invisible, so I think I should be good.
I think there's an advantage to being known and an advantage to being unknown. Depending on how we play it, those of us that are known can get a different layer of information. I think, and there's definitely strength in numbers. It's a bad idea to send the two of you in alone.
Yes. Yes, not and like please don't take that as us not having confidence in your abilities. We just know from experience that having a little backup in close proximity is crucial.
And then I can find Dad, even though I don't really remember what he looks like. What was he?
Okay.
It's very sad.
Well, sounds good then. Should we just get some din and table this to then do it tomorrow?
Well, I still want to wear your clothes, so therefore you can be protected. Because if I do it tomorrow, I'll be drained if we go tomorrow.
Okay. Well, the clothes are going to be delivered any minute now, so you'll be able to do those on your own timetable, no matter what.
Okay, I want to keep you all safe because you're helping me out.
And I'll go show you all the kitchen, and we can figure out what is for dinner.
Oh wait, what are we eating?
That's why we're going to the kitchen. Figure that out.
Okay.
And they'll run next to Diesel.
Okay. No chocolate, please. I think I'm out of chocolate. I can't believe I
There
said that.
will be no more chocolate for any of you.
Oh, I was wait. What? Why no one else?
No. I am going to make a very nice pasta, and everyone is going to be happy, and there will be no more chocolate in this place.
Angela's cooking, and I don't have to make any decisions. That's fine with me.
Ari kind of turns around to the rest of the crew like,
Sorry, I don't know how this happened.
he's like, no, everyone's grounded from chocolate.
And
she may not be able. She may not want to give me chocolate, but she'll take this beer from my cold dead hands.
And as our wonderful group of mages are making decisions for the future, I believe that is where we will wrap up our adventure this evening.
Oh man, what a session. This was some beautiful role play. I feel like we're getting to the jail side of our group. We started to understand like how our group works, and we get to see a lot of the character developments, interactions, and it was great. It was great. So once again, thank you of course to Ree for being such a wonderful storyteller. Thank you of course to this wonderful cast, because you all bring it in every single episode. Your characters are incredible. And thank you to our viewers, because without you, we wouldn't be here. And with that, we'll see you next Monday for our next episode of Boss Beyond Time. But until then, farewell for now.
Peace.
Bye.